great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. The Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Grab behind the line. It's Young. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush, and this quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
Plows through the defense. Pulled down for the tackle. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Raiders offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And it will be Will Hammond at the controls. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. He leaves it with the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Sticky. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the side.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
The Red Raiders are threatening on first and goal. They'll run it. It's Dickey. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Running inside, it's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Logan.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He'll throw it. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Hudson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the draw, it's Dickey. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying the run, it's Joyner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Dickey. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expected pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Dickey. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed in the backfield, it's McGarry. Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
Finds a little space. Spins away from the defense. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The option, the keeper. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Got it in the middle, it's Walker. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hammond. Gonna take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. And the Red Raiders right after the huge play through the air back to the line. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. Left to work with before the half. And here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It is good! And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the Pitt Panthers.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Texas Tech's head coach Schulte coming out of the locker room. He spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener, but he said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Dickey. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Oh, they're after him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Houston offense once again. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The keeper on the option. He breaks a tackle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Sure hands, it's Hughes, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Beckman. They're working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job.
Touchdown, Cougars! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the option. He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
On the ground, it's Hughes. Got a little grass. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
The run inside. It's Hughes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run it from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air. It's Hammond. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have done. Could be an alley. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild. He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The Red Raiders surge back on top. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Houston going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. Two straight
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Racing down the left side. Touchdown Cougars! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Looking down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. On target. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Off the RPO, complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover. This defense slamming the door on any thought of a comeback, forcing the turnover and sealing the win. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Hammond.
Man, that is exactly what you...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.